Hello, this is Tijuana, the real estate apostle, living my best life coach. And today is Tuesday, January the 5th, 2021. And I am happy to be here. This is your first time at my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. My channel is dedicated to mindset and helping millions of people to get mentally free, starting with me, and I want to show you how to be able to do it. So stay tuned. Today I want to talk about why I'm going to give 3 reasons why we feel drained after spending time with a narcissist. And so this is reasons why it's important to get them out of your life so you could work on your mindset and actually take that same energy that you will be wasting on them because they're like a bottomless pit and there's not enough that you could ever pour into one of them to, make anything work. So it's like pouring into a cup with a hole at the bottom. So anyway, I'm going to give the 3 top reasons why you feel so drained after, spending time with them. Some of the things that I talk about on my channel have been a mindset where with meditation, visualization, and focus and all those good things. Also, I've been talking a lot lately about depression and narcissistic abuse, and actually kind of how those things kind of tie together. A lot of us are enslaved to these ideas through trauma bonds that we've formed over years of receiving narcissistic abuse. This abuse is not just designated to like a relationship, something like that. A lot of us actually grew up in a narcissistic home, have been victims of abuse, been the scapegoat, have been on this whole path since birth, we're born off into it. So I really talk a lot about how to overcome it and how to like live, because it's everywhere. You can't go to work without, running into one of them. They're all over. So you have to learn how to recover, heal, and be able to deal with them, because you can't just let them depress you depress you out of life, you know what I mean? And that's really their goal too. So don't let them win. Okay, I'm going to give you the 3 reasons, or 3 top reasons why you feel drained whenever you come around them. Because a lot of times when we do engage with them, especially if they're like family or close friends, or you at work or something like that, and you've kind of have to deal with them, or they're the scammers out there that's trying to get your money, like these salespeople and stuff. Not all of them, but some of them, getting you into these little organizations. Like I won't use any names, but if y'all have liked and subscribed, I haven't said that in a while, please like and subscribe. If you've been liking and subscribing for me, you know that I've was speaking highly of some narcissists that just kind of do this whole little thing for group. Anyway, I forgot the point. One of the reasons why you feel drained when you've have an encounter with a narcissist, because they are so needy. They need somebody in order to just survive. Like, they need you to be able to dump all their crap off on so they could be able to experience life. It's extremely weird, but that's exactly what it is. So basically, like, you need to be their scapegoat. So like if they've had like a bad day at work, they come home, take it out on you. Have been in those type of situations with people like that. It's because they need to put that out, and they really that's just, you're going to be the dumping. You're going to be the dump. Another way they drain you is with the crazy making behavior, which is, starting up an argument and then changing sides. Like, start the argument, on side A and put you on side B, and then tack. And if you decide that you're going to, you agree, they will immediately switch sides just to keep the controversy going up, because they... I know it's sick, but they need to argue in order to confuse you. So you'll even start to doubt your initial stance. Like, do I believe in that? Really. And that's all part of the mental abuse that they're inflicting on you. And that's why you feel drained, because a lot of times you just give up because they, there's no way to win an argument with them because they'll just switch over sides. Like if you say, okay, yeah, I agree with what you say, then will take the opposite side. So you can just at the end just give up and whatever, because you're tired of arguing. So that's a way that they like to use to win arguments. Like for some reason, life is like a game to them, and they got to win. This is crazy. That's why it's good to, if you can, get away from there, because mentally you don't need anybody fatiguing you mentally, because it's going to stop you and slow your growth to become the best you can be. So don't let them drain. All right, one of the main ways that they leave you feeling exhausted and draining is by keeping you on the defense. Like they will attack everything that you say to keep you on the defense, so you're defending, I didn't say that, that's not what I meant, and then it just keeps you confused, and then they'll just keep that whole thing going on, and it's a way to distract and to reflect the responsibility and the heat off of them. Like say you the ones that are habitual cheaters, you got the evidence here, like look here, right here, here's the proof. They will like change the subject and then start to make an argument about something that you did that's like totally irrelevant, doesn't even go together. Well, last week when you fried the chicken, you had burnt the wing. What's that about? You're like, fried the chicken? How dare you? And then before you know it, you are arguing about something totally different, and then this person has gotten away with, whatever the proof was that you had here. See, so it's just another way, like I said, they'll be like, look over here while they, poke you in the eye. It's just keep you distracted, and then, before you know it, a week went by and you're like, wait a minute, wasn't I supposed to be mad about, wasn't I supposed, so yeah. And then you feel drained too by always being on the defensive. And then you are for sure to react whenever you're defending yourself. See, it's a difference between attacking, because that puts you in control because you're actually, on the opposition, right? Then the person who's on the defense, you're just trying to, survive. So that's is not the higher position. It's, because it's difficult to mount a response when you are defending something. It's a lot simpler. Most of us don't. We just respond and then, game over. So be careful to just not give them a reaction. Be more mindful of make sure that you are responding and not reacting. And sometimes a response is silence, like go gray rock, and that way kind of keep things toned down, because they need your reaction in order to get to the next level, so they'll try to be very provocative. And a lot of times, that could be very draining, because, you spent a lot of energy and you trying to recall facts to try to, make the truth stick and all that stuff. And in the meantime, you're never going to win, because they're liars, so save your energy and don't let them drain you. If you allow a narcissist to drain you, you are putting yourself at a high potential to become depressed, because once you are drained, it's very hard to keep your own mental attitude up and to stay above water. And remember that the narcissist's ultimate goal is to destroy you mentally. So a lot of people end up to kill themselves. Like they are crazy responsible for encouraging people to commit suicide, putting people through so much misery to where you feel hopeless and commit suicide, or just abuse yourself or allow yourself to continue to be abused. There's so much to talk about as far as this whole narcissistic abuse, because mental abuse, like I've always said, is worse than physical abuse, and it's harder to prove, because if I got punched in the nose, then I have a broken nose or black eye or something, that's obvious, right? And I'm gonna show those wounds until it heals up. But mental abuse is hard to prove, because there's no real obvious scars, and it's your word against a person who, you know, that's their whole makeup, is to know how to lie and deceive and do all those things. So you're kind of already at a disadvantage by, you know, getting entangled with one of them. That's why it's so important to, if you can't avoid it, you know, before getting entangled with one of them, that's the best thing. But unfortunately, you know, there's a lot of us who have fallen for it and have gotten there. So when you know, like I said before, once you know, you got to go. Like, that's the only way. You can't just leave. You've got to make an escape strategy. So that could cause for you to have to be more mental and more thoughtful about making sure that you are not reacting to them, because that's their ultimate goal. They need to get a reaction out of you. So look up terms like gray rock and all those kind of things so you could strengthen your arsenal of, you know, for your defense, because unfortunately they're going to be attacking you whether you fight back or not. So you want to, you know, get prepared. You got to train. So I hope this helps somebody. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and leave some comments and questions in there so I can continue to bring you this great content. Like I said, my situation that was very brief, and I was very blessed because this particular narcissist was using sex and trying to, you know, he trapped some people with babies and stuff. And it's anyway, that's a whole nother story. But if you, there's some definitely help. If you're suspicious, before you've gotten too far up in there, really think about it, because it's nothing worse than to have to share the responsibility of a child with a narcissist, because they're going to make that the most miserable 18-year sentence that you could ever have been sentenced to. So the best thing to do is, like I said, to know what the red flags are and to listen to other people's testimony so you don't have to go through it too, because not everybody is able to get out and survive. So love, peace, and all the good stuff to everybody, and I'll see you in another video.